Hi guys, so video number 2 and we are doing chapter number 22. Question number 1 says which is statement about bases is true. They are all alkalis. A says no because all bases when dissolved in water then only they are called alkalis. That's a wrong statement. If we go C here, they are all soluble. No, as I mentioned, if bases are soluble they are called alkalis. So it means this is a very right statement that all bases can neutralize acids. That's the thing you should know. And question 14 is just a repetition of question number 13, a reaction which acid and base can they do together, and that's called neutralization. So that's A is the answer for question number 14 here. Now here you need to just write on the colors of red, blue, and universal indicator. What is a color of red litmus at pH 3? So of course it is red. If we go for pH 7 it is red, but it changes the color when it is pH 13, which is alkaline. Blue litmus paper remains red there, and of course it remains red at pH 7. I'm sorry, it changes the color in blue here, and then at this one it remains blue here. Now universal indicator, it is red or orange, and then if we go for this one, you know that it's green, and here we have purple color. Now this definition already mentioned for Arrhenius acid and base is main thing you need to put H plus for the acid and a OH minus is a hydroxide ions. That's the main thing you need to understand. Following that, equation number 17, neutralization equation, which is acid plus base and gives you salt plus water. There should be arrow sign in between that. I can't do this thing because it takes a long time. Now we see state whether the following acid bases are neither. So now we see, try to find H in these things. So H is except water, because water we know is just neutral, so it I say here, but when talk about H, is this is H, this acid I can write straight away here without any doubt, and another acid I can find here, this was also acid, but that's a weak acid I believe so, but I write weak acid. H2SO4 is also acid because it says Hi in there, so I write acid here, and then HNO3 again, it is acid here. Now what is left with me? That sodium hydroxide, which is OH ionized, it's a base here. We discussed about the definition. You can see this is base here, and CH4, it is none of them, it is here. I think there was a question number when we were doing last video. I think I missed one question here. T. T is a solution. I think it was because of the typographical mistake, typographical, and then we moved on. Coming back to the question here, we are doing question number 21. Very straightforward. We need to complete the equation. So we know acid plus alkali or acid plus base gives salt and water. What I would do straight away, I write water here without any doubt. I write water here without any doubt, and I write water here without any doubt. It means I still get 1 mark, which is 2 mark question here. Now this one you need to understand that thing. H and OH make water. The Li and Cl will make LiCl, which is salt, LiCl. And then again, in this case, we have H and OH water. So magnesium sulfate, MgSO4. And the last one again, same thing. H and OH water to Na and NO3 is a salt, so Na and O3 is salt. So now sorted, now circled which is acid and why? Because you know that thing, blue litmus paper changes to red, so this is of course it's an acid, and if we go for this one, the red litmus paper changes to blue, it is a base here. So if we can remove this, so we got oh, so I just take off this one, but just taking everything, so I can remove this thing and okay, so that makes space for me. So name an acid and base from the food. So if we talk about anything, you can take as lemon, you can say lemon that contains is an acid, citric acid. And that we're talking about acid. And if we talk about the base, we can say baking soda. That's a very good example. If we have the base here, so right here, baking. So baking, I'm so sorry, uh, baking soda, and which is called sodium bicarbonate, bicarbonate, and which is used for cooking anyway. So this is the example for acid and alkali in the food. There are different grapes also there, which also is an acid contained. But there are so many examples. But this is basically for chapter 22. Thank you very much.